Our client is North Carolina DPI, which is the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. And what they do is just implement all the policies for North Carolina State Board of Education.
Well, over the last few years, we've been doing a lot of projects with Duke students. Their spring consulting projects have been very helpful to us into developing research, collecting information, starting us in the path of where we need to go related to policy development.
Our specific policy question was to answer, how do we measure student growth and teacher effectiveness in courses and grades?
We really were kind of out there looking for new ideas. We needed something that was going to measure student growth but also be a useful tool to manage teachers.
Client update, everybody's on the same page and received the emails back from Jen giving us the information about the long-term cost, that being the $399 million question. Nobody kind of knows, but...
I haven't worked in a group this much. You know, I have experience working with team members and putting together, you know, long-term projects and taking a little bit of what they're working on, a little bit of what I'm working on and bringing it together, but not to this extent. I've really learned a lot about myself as a team member, myself as a leader, learning how to, you know, sort of bring together in a, you know, temporary marriage, if you will, you know, different personality styles, different work styles.
With regards to all of these testings, assessments, and everything else, where does this, in your opinion, stand in relationship to the standard course of study? It seems to me to be an important question.
Our professor for this project was Professor Jim Johnson, who has a ton of experience in the North Carolina legislature, and half of the North Carolina budget goes to education. So he understands these issues very intimately and advised us throughout the entire process. That was extremely valuable to us, particularly in understanding the historical context of the issue.
One of the main reasons that I came here was because of the faculty experts in education policy. In particular, Professor Klatfelder and Professor Ladd. They are national, if not international, education experts.
What made our project sort of interesting and complicated is that halfway through the semester, the North Carolina legislature banned standardized testing unless it's required by the federal government. The state was sort of thinking that they were going to develop some kind of standardized assessment to measure teachers, and they had to kind of take that option off the table.
Our ultimate recommendation was to use something called SLOs, Student Learning Objectives, that was actually a brainchild of the Gates Foundation, which allows teachers a lot of autonomy in trying to figure out what they feel is important for their students to learn, and then developing tests with supervision from the school level administrators and district level administrators.
We have a lot of contracts with a lot of different organizations to do research for us and to help us compile information. I have not found that any of the people that we're paying for the research compared to what we're getting from the research that's being done by the students, it doesn't compare. For a free price, we're getting higher quality research and the information we need timely. I think that anyone benefits from that kind of relationship. The eagerness, the willingness, and the support that these students are also receiving from the people at Duke, their professors, etc., is exceptional.
Everybody at Sanford is very supportive of the Spring Consulting Project. Everybody understands that all MPP students go through this process, and they're really committed to it. It was wonderful to feel that support.